I think that in terms of referring to men as the main perpetrators of gender-based violence, in my work I also know that the so-called perpetrators of gender-based violence are also victims of some kind, and therefore they're acting out. So if we remove that label from the literature as men as perpetrators, that will go a very far way in, I guess, healing, in the healing process. A lot of men are themselves victimized, and there was, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was nowhere in your presentation that had boys and men as a group who also needs that kind of attention and that kind of support. Right now, there are very few avenues for boys and men where that is concerned. The focus is on women and children. And one of the things that always comes to mind is that young male child who is victimized as a child. What happens when that young male child becomes a man? There is no avenue, and therefore he will become a perpetrator.
Looking at perpetrators, men as perpetrators, perhaps Mr. Heron, you could give me an expression that would replace perpetrators, something that's politically correct that would replace, perhaps we could have that dialogue afterwards, or if you choose to tell us now, something that afterwards, how we could replace it. But I think the perpetrators, it could be discriminators, so perhaps we could look at using an expression that doesn't sound as if we're putting them all in. Because we know definitely that not all men are perpetrators of violence. We know that. We have lots of men who are very conscious and are affirmative of women and girls, are fathers, and are very, very, very helpful, and are making sure that research is done. They are making sure that they lead as they should. And gender does not, to my knowledge, and what we're doing at the Bureau, does not say women are there and men are there, but it's a gender harmonious working together, making sure that we factor in the concerns of men and women, and having dialogue, having discussion, so that persons do not feel as if one is in disadvantage. Because women should not get there at the expense of men, nor should it be vice versa. So we want to make sure that we balance the equation, so that nobody feels left behind, nobody feels marginalized, nobody feels discriminated. And so once we have the discussion going, it is to continue to have an enabling environment that will allow for the policies and the legislation to be developed and the protocols, so that we will make sure that persons are getting exactly what they deserve, which we call gender equality and social justice.